Can I talk to you about your gear?
Sure.
I lived during the diva era, and we fought very, very hard to not have to wrestle in lingerie anymore. Since I'm a female, I can speak on this. It's very frustrating when women go out there and wrestle and all I see is their ass. And I can't look past it, it's all I see. It's very distracting. So you want to be taken serious as a wrestler, but you're wrestling in pretty much jazzed up lingerie. And that's...
Salute wrestling friends and welcome to Figure 4 TV, also known as the Goodbread Wrestling Channel. Now today guys, we're going to talk about the situation between Liv and Zoey Starks. For those of you that don't know, Zoey Starks, she posted this on her Twitter/X account, and it says, it used to be about hard work, now it's about who can turn the ring into a strip club. And guys, she's right. So check out this intro, and when we come back, we're going to break this thing down, guys. All right, guys, so if you go back on my channel, over here, the Goodbread Wrestling Channel, you're going to find a video where we talked about how the women over here in the USA in wrestling, they should dress like how the women have to dress when we go do the Saudi Arabia shows. You know what I mean? The women are dressed more appropriate, and we focus more on their in-ring action rather than their bodies. I've noticed that the women, they put on at these Saudi shows. Our sisters and our women in wrestling, they really put on at these Saudi shows, guys. Keep that in mind, for one, right? And I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I really feel that the way that these women dress in these Saudi shows and the way the women were dressed, particularly this year at the 2024 Queen of the Ring, I think they should be dressed like that on the regular, guys. That's why I really appreciate this year's Queen of the Ring, because the women, they were all covered up in nice outfits, and it was about the skills, right? So I know you guys is like, oh no, it's about the market. Is it really about the marketability, or is it about the skill when we crown a Queen of the Ring, guys? Now I know this is not gonna be the most popular opinion. I don't expect it to be in a perverse world that we live in. I don't expect it to be. But when we talk about sports entertainment and competition, and to eliminate the favoritism and to eliminate the politics, if all of the women are dressed the way they dress when they go to Saudi Arabia, you would never hear anybody complaining about favoritism, right? It'd be more about the skills. So the women that win the championships, it would be without a shadow of a doubt that they are, you know what I mean, worthy of that championship. We can get rid of the old stigma in wrestling, you know, the Vince McMahon rule, where you had to be blonde hair and blue eyes and look like Charlotte in order to really win the title. Now we could get rid of that. But guys, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. It's unfortunate though, ladies and gentlemen. That's how women got their start in the wrestling business. Women got their start in the wrestling business because it gave the guys and the girls who watched the men wrestling, it gave them something new to look at. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have never let the women in wrestling if the women were going to be like exactly like the men. So the women are kind of used as eye candy. You know how in boxing, guys, they have a ring girl? You know how the boxing have the ring girl? You don't never see a ring boy, right? You see the ring girl come at the end of the round and she shows the eye candy because that's a part of entertainment, guys. Remember, sex sells. And that's big in America. It shouldn't be like that. And I don't condone it. It shouldn't be like that. I always think that your skills and what you provide, the service you provide to the environment, that should reflect your pay and how you are valued. How you look is nothing. You know what I mean? How you look that's surface level. I mean, people gotta start having substance. But back to the wrestling. So now these women who don't wrestle very well, right? Remember, we got two types of women, just like how we have two types of men wrestlers, right? We have the wrestlers, and then we have the superstars. The same thing goes with the women, guys. We got the wrestling women, like the Natalias, like the Shayna Baszlers, you know what I mean? And then we have the superstars, guys, like your Liv Morgans, your Alexa Blisses, you know what I mean? They got name recognition and name value, and they got good character, their story, because they could tell a story. They don't necessarily have to be great wrestlers because their physique, their appeal is appealing to a mass population, guys. You see, like, take Rhea Ripley, for example, right? Rhea Ripley, she has both. Now, she's a good in-the-ring wrestler, and she done made herself eye candy. And again, she broke the internet yesterday, guys. Rhea Ripley broke the internet with this picture. And this is what the girls in the back that are not getting the TV time, like Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, this is what they're talking about. They're saying that these women are only getting put on TV because of the noise that they're making on social media with no clothes on. Every female don't want to get on social media and take their clothes off. That's not fair. So WWE better tread real lightly with this situation because, again, WWE market to us that they're a family-friendly promotion. You ain't family and you ain't friendly. No. You know what I mean? You're not family and you're not friendly. Now, we done seen Liv Morgan come out there in them Daisy Dukes. And I don't mind. I would never be one to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to look. Oh, she got cheeks showing. No, if they show it, I'ma look. If they show it, I'm gonna look, guys. And you should look. But it is inappropriate and it's unprofessional, especially when you marketing to the kids and you marketing to the families. All right, because you gotta remember the little kids see Liv Morgan dressed like that, the little girls see Liv dressed like that, and they think it's cute to go out and dress like that. They not putting two and two together like, oh, that's just Liv and her character. That's just Liv trying to sell her character, and when she finished her match, she go put clothes on. The kids and the youth is not looking at her like that, especially when once they get out of that ring and the show is over and then they go online and still go online and posting nudes and posting pictures with no clothes on, barely nothing on, then that confirms, it confirms what the little girl who follows them think, that this is the way to be. And that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not a good look. This is why I say, guys, all women's wrestling should be forced to dress the way they dress in Saudi Arabia. That'll eliminate all of that. It'll eliminate all the backstage heat. And honestly, guys, them Saudi Arabia outfits look way better on them girls. Look way better on them girls. We need to not let Charlotte pick her own outfits. We need to ban Charlotte from picking her own outfits.
You got any business that pick and choose who they want to be the top guy, and it's not just black wrestlers. There's a lot of good wrestlers and a lot of, especially female wrestlers. Just to be a good female wrestler is not good enough. You have to be drop dead gorgeous.
In most cases,
if you're not drop dead gorgeous, you would never be a female. They don't have female wrestling, but they had divas. See, Moolah, Mae Young, and all them, they was wrestlers. You don't have female wrestlers anymore. You got divas, you know, and they have to dress,
provocatively.
Exactly.
There you go.
Otherwise, they can't make. They have to get silicone in their chest if they don't have natural breasts. If you don't, it's more of an entertainment thing. And it's a hard sport to be in when you make no decision on what you do or say.
Yep. Fair statement.
In my day.
Salute to Bianca Belair. I want to give Bianca a big shout out because Bianca designs her gear, and out of all the ladies, Bianca stay classy. And Naomi, salute to all of the black women in the sport of pro wrestling, because for some weird reason, y'all know y'all don't got a room for error. So y'all stay on top of y'all professionalism. And that's one thing I could give the sisters in wrestling. You rarely hear them in foolishness. You rarely hear them in foolishness. And I'm not saying that it don't go down, but you don't hear no news stories about them in foolishness in the pro wrestling business. Now, outside of pro wrestling, black women, they failing. But in pro wrestling, the sisters got it. And salute to Bianca Belair, yo, because she's one of the most classiest ones. Her and Naomi. Jade is coming along. Jade got to fix her lingo, because Jade very tacky, man. Her response and replies to things is very tacky. But other than that, she stay under the radar too as well. So salute to the sisters, man. Word. But guys, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Do y'all think that these women should go to a more conservative outfit, or you don't care, just let them keep dressing like this? Every week we got a nip slip, you know what I mean? Bianca, she up there showing Liv fish hole and all. So what do y'all think, guys? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Like, share, and only subscribe if you're a wrestling fiend, if you love wrestling, guys. All right? Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.